Okay, good morning. My name's Tony. Today I'm going to be taking you through how to fit a harness, how to tie a figure of 8 knot with the aim of being able to go indoor climbing. Okay, so just a few ground rules while we're here. I'm not expecting a fire alarm, but if the fire alarm goes off, we'll exit the building here and meet outside. Okay, if you need a toilet while you're here, to use a toilet, you go through this door and it's just on your left. Have you got any questions on that?
No.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so the aim is to be able to go climbing, and then the objectives are to fit a harness correctly, understand if it's on wrong or anything like that, you've gone through the wrong loops. Okay, and the other objective is to be able to tie a figure of 8 correctly and identify whether it's tied wrong or right. Okay, brilliant. Okay, well, I'll start off with the first part of the section, which is going to be how to fit a harness. Okay, so I'll give you a handout sheet there that shows you parts of it, and I'm going to give you that as well so we can go through it together. And what I'll do is I'll tell you parts, I'll then quiz you just to make sure you've understood, and then I'll fit the harness and then you fit the harness. Okay, so the first part we've got, this is the harness. The first part we've got is we've got the waist strap. Okay, so this is the waist loop. Okay, and also underneath that you've got 2 leg loops. Yeah. On it as well, we've got this part, which is a belay loop. Yep, yours is the yellow one there. Okay, and then on mine, because mine's like an instructor harness, I've got gear loops. Okay, I don't think you've got any on that because it's a student's one. Okay, so if you want to pick your harness up then.
That's a question.
Yeah.
What's a gear loop?
So the gear loop we've got on here is when we're climbing, we might have like a carabiner or quick draws or something like that, so we clip them on.
Okay.
Okay, so it's all sort of safety equipment for the instructor.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So if you want to get your harness then, okay, so do you remember this part, what this is called?
Belay loop.
Belay loop, yep. Do you remember what this part's called?
Is this your waist loop?
Yep, waist loop. And then do you remember what these 2 are called?
Your leg loops.
Leg loops, yep. Okay, so on your one, yours is blue there, so that means it's for the right hand side, yeah?
Okay, so you know that that's the front.
Yes, you know it's the front. Basically, if you've got it the correct way, the belay loop should be at the front, and when you fit it, you want it just under your belly button, yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Also on there, just before we carry on, we've got these pieces here, which are gear buckles, so that's to tighten and release. Okay, and you've got 2 on your leg ones as well. I haven't got any on mine because they're just one size fits all for mine. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to demonstrate fitting it and show you if anything's wrong on it and stuff like that, and then I'll let you have a go. So leg through and leg through on that one. So if you pull it up to your waist, you sort of want it above your hips, okay? Because if it's any lower, then it could fall off as we're wearing it. So you want it above your hips, and then you get it tight. Okay, and the general rule that we have is if you can put a hand in but struggle to pull a fist out, that's the correct tightness. Okay, so that's that fitted. And then leg loops, like I say, mine haven't got any buckles on there, so they're just one size fits all. Yeah. Okay, so that's it fitted correctly. If you want to have a go at doing that, and then I'll check you over. Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we get it tight, so once you've tightened all the buckles on it, on some of them there's like elastic bands type thing that you can stow away the excess. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
just so they've not got it everywhere. So you can see on the back there, yours has got a little bit of a strap there that you can attach it to. Your leg loops are fine, and then, like I said, that's not far off your belly button, is it?
Oh yeah, you said about the belly button, didn't you?
Yeah, about your belly button. So where's your belly button? There, yeah. So it's near enough in line, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, that's brilliant. Is it tight enough?
Yeah.
Probably be a bit tighter there. So see, put your hand in. Yeah, pull the fist down.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so you just get a little bit tighter. Okay. And then, like I say, if you use that rule of thumb, hand in, struggle to pull a fist out.
Okay.
Then that means it's correct tightness, yeah?
Yeah.
Brilliant, okay. So I've given you a handout for that, so you can keep that. And what we'll do is we'll quickly go back over pieces of it before we move on, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, so while we've got it on, we might as well do it, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I point at something, you name it, and then I know that you've understood, yeah? So this is
Your belay loop.
belay loop. These are
Buckles.
buckles, yep. Same again, buckle.
Yeah.
What's this?
Your waist loop.
Yep, your waist loop, and these are
Your leg loops.
leg loops. Okay, brilliant. And how would we check to know it's the correct tightness?
So they just go as tight as possible on the legs.
Right, okay.
Until
Like comfortably possible, yeah?
Yeah, not like stop your blood.
Yeah.
And then this, as long as you can put your hand in, but not take your fist out. And
Yeah.
above your belly, in line with your belly button, and above the hips.
Above the hips, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fitted correctly, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay. I'm happy that we've passed that, so that's great. I'm confident you know how to fit a harness correctly. Okay. We'll now move on to tying a figure of 8 into a rope. Yeah.
Do we leave this on?
Yeah, we can leave that on because we can tie into it, can't we?
Okay.
Yeah, we can use it as a centre point. Okay. So we've got a rope here. If you just turn that over for us, I've actually put on there a demonstration of how to tie a figure of 8.
Okay.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll work through that, and then hopefully that should help us, yeah? So initially, if you just want to hold one piece of rope, what I'll do initially is I'll show you how to tie it.
Right.
And then using the sheet, you can tie it, yeah?
Okay.
Does that make sense? We'll do it a few times, but that's absolutely fine. So the way I start with, because it's got to go into here, we need enough slack before we tie the rope. So
Shall I copy you or just watch for now?
just watch for now,
Okay.
and then we'll do it. We'll come and do it again, yeah? So we get an arm's length like that, or a span's length. We get a loop, we go around it, and then we poke him through the eye, yeah? And then we should have a figure of 8. Okay, what we want to do with that is we want to feed it through our belay loop, your yellow one there, yeah? And then we want it snug to it, back to the harness, and then we just, like a train track, we just follow it parallel around, okay?
So you're just doubling it up?
Yeah, so obviously one figure of 8, secure to you, and then back through, yeah? Okay? And then once we've got that tight, we've then got a figure of 8, yeah? Okay? And that's it. So if you want to use that to assist you,
Okay.
we'll try and do that, shall we?
Yeah.
If we do it, I think first time maybe, if we do it together,
Yeah.
and then after that you do it on your own. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, like we said, we get a span's length, yeah? And then we get that, we get it in a loop, like, try and keep it like simple, yeah?
You
So yeah, see the way I'm stood like that?
Oh right, okay, so you're left. Are you left-handed?
Yeah, I'm left-handed.
Alright, so I'm right-handed, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So it might work differently,
Yeah.
but we're going to go round.
So can I go around that way then? 'Cause-
Yeah, try that, yeah.
Okay.
And then through the eye. Yeah, and if you pull that, it should form a figure of 8.
Alright.
Well, let's just pull it tight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got a figure of 8, looks exactly the same as mine.
Yeah.
Okay, well done. And then we go through our belay loop. So mine's a bit different than
Yeah,
yours, because
so
mine's an instructor one, but yours is just through the yellow belay loop, yeah?
Okay.
And then we're going to parallel train track that figure of 8 back, yeah? So yeah, go on, do that, and I'll help you. And then
So it's through there.
yeah, so through there, around.
Oh yeah, sorry. Around. Oh. Around.
And then you're coming up, aren't you?
Right. Okay. I'm just trying to. And then
see how it's this way.
Oh right. Yeah.
Yeah, around the back, and then
through
through that hole here.
Right. Okay.
That's brilliant. Yeah. So it's a. I'll just do mine, so we're in together. Yep, so see how they both look like number 8s, don't they? Yeah? Yours is exactly the same, that's perfect.
Is that enough?
So what ideally we want it as close as possible to the...
Oh right, okay.
Okay, but I think for practicing just that knot, we won't worry about that. Just make sure when we are actually climbing, it is right there, yeah? Okay, so we'll undo that. We'll do it again, where I'm sort of assessing you on it, yeah?
Okay.
Refer to your notes if you want. You can use them.
I'm a bit more of a visual learner, like actually not a visual, sorry, but like a hands-on learner.
Hands-on learner, yeah.
So I'd rather just like.
So it's good you've got that, but you can see and do.
Yeah, but I like watching it happen rather than a visual. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so it's wrong.
Yeah. So this time, obviously, if you need any help, that's fine.
Okay.
But we'll do it until you know how to do it safely. Yeah.
Okay. So arm's length.
Yeah.
And then like that.
Yeah. So you start creating a loop.
A loop.
You're going around the head.
Oh.
And then you're poking him in the eye. Yeah.
Okay.
When you look at it, should look like a figure of 8.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're going to go through our belay loop.
Okay, so does it matter which way up or down it is?
No, it doesn't matter which way around it is.
Okay, so is that right?
Yeah.
I'm just going to follow it around like a train track. Alright? Right?
How's that looking? Perfect, yeah. Perfect. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Surprise. So you can see there, it's an actual number 8, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you've done it twice, so it's secure to you.
And it's closer this time.
And it's closer, yeah. So that's perfect. Okay, what I'll do then is I'm just going to test you on it. So I'm going to tie, and you're going to tell me if it's correct, yeah?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can watch me see if I'm cheating or anything like that.
Wait, let me see if it looks like a figure of 8. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
You've done that right.
Thank you. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Do you think?
Have I done it wrong?
Yeah, I've done it wrong, yeah. Sorry, I was just testing you, and I know you're very new to it, but what do you think there?
That doesn't look right there.
Why didn't that look right?
Because it's not a perfect figure of 8.
Yeah, so there you go, yeah. So
you've gone wrong a different way.
Yeah, so basically I just went round that way just to try and sort of put in a bit of like, put you off a bit.
Yeah.
So just to be able, obviously for yourself as well, to be able to identify when something's wrong. So if someone if someone's done it, just make sure you check them over correctly, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, so as you can see there, rather than it going through that way, I've gone that way and around.
Okay.
Okay, and we need to make sure that's correct, because otherwise it could come undone, yeah, while they're climbing. So yeah, that's it. Well done for identifying that. Okay. And I've tested you on that, haven't I? I've tested you on your harness.
Yeah.
So now we know how to tie into both of them. Just before we start climbing, we double check each other over anyway, to look for mistakes.
Okay.
Okay, we'll take all this off then, and then we'll just have a quick debrief, yeah?
Okay.
Brilliant. Okay. So I'll give you a handout there if you need to ever refer to it in the future. But our goals, which we were aiming for, were being able to fit a harness correctly, being able to tie a figure of 8 correctly. How do you feel that's gone?
Better than I thought.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you got any other questions regarding any of the training today?
No, quite straightforward. Just practice.
Just practicing it. Once you've done it a couple of times, it then just becomes like driving a car, second nature, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, well thank you very much. And that's the end of the teaching.
Thank you.
Thank you.